we're doing this amazing video to kind of share with others and invite a kind of common ground for people to come together from every walk to experience nature and oneness and fellowship with each other and with God.
We wanted to do something that is actually helping people get the idea that they could create spaces that are inspired in nature, and we can do things in the churchyards, on the properties and things inexpensively to create places that are on par with, you think about the Garden of Gethsemane, or you think about just courtyards and parks and small places even that have a natural setting and maybe a water feature, maybe some little private alcoves, corners where you may feel the quietness and the peacefulness there that you might not get that in the regular church service or in a fellowship hall. A place where you can sort of hear that small, still voice that the Bible tells of.
Right. I think another thing that we would like to do is just to share the trail with people, to invite people together and, for a hike, and everything from learning about different kinds of fungus to plants and animals and those things.
Yeah. Well, it's not all just in a spiritual sense. I'm also interested in science, and whenever I think of things in a spiritual way, I don't think that that's separate from science. To me, science just is a way of explaining the how-tos of the way things work. And until I met my wife, Christine, on our first date, we had it at Rocky Fork State Park in Tennessee, and went exploring the nature trails there. We just kind of clicked in a way that we came to describe this feeling or understanding of our oneness with each other and with nature and with God in a way that we kind of coined the term wonderful, O-N-E, wonderful. And we're always learning. There's so much out there to learn. You see a new plant or an insect or something, and then we're inspired to look it up and learn about it. As a kid, we would pick up pop bottles along the roads and turn them in for cash to buy candy, and we would pick up corn cobs in the fields and that were left over that didn't get harvested, and take them to the grain elevator, and they'd give us a few cents, and we'd buy a candy bar. Well, my grandpa was really sort of a sustainability hero before that was the thing to be. He would use the same piece of aluminum foil every day for weeks until it fell apart to wrap his lunch with that he took to work, and he would hardly ever buy anything. He would make things out of scraps and stuff. But the generation of my grandparents, they grew up in the Great Depression, so they didn't have much, and they learned to do without, and then they thought that made a lot of sense, and they didn't want to be wasteful, and they didn't want to mess things up. So my grandpa, he always said if he saw somebody just even throw out a gum wrapper out the window, he would always say, what if everybody did that? There'd be trash all along the road. Or if somebody did something unthoughtful that was sort of selfish, he would say, what if everybody did that? And so if everybody does something good, then everything's better. If everybody did it, then it's bad. So when I think of sustainability, that's the way I think.